IG Core IO, where it's gonna go. God, getting another salve shipped out, and
he's taking a ton of
word there from Aster. Oh yeah, he's really having a tough time kind of standing and banging there. But first blood's gonna be drawn there. Emo getting credit for taking out Puppy as there was a rotation over towards mid from the Tusk, so that leaves it a 3v2. They get an opportunity. However, now they might be able to get a kill here over mid. Kaka comes in, damage onto Nisha, but the shards are perfectly placed. The Apps are in trouble still, though. He's taking a lot of damage here and will fall to Fly. The trade is there as Puppy TP's mid. And Cleave almost kills Kaka. Gosh. Is there anything different you want to see from Secret at the moment? Because IG right now, they're rotating great. And as I say that, JT trying to get a solo kill, lands the shackle right on it with a power shot and finishes him off with the focus fire. They know exactly where he is. The question is, can they move in?
They're going right now.
Level 6. They have the finger, so there's a possibility that they get this kill. They've got the Hex, the finger available. They'll finish off Matumba Man. And they are just diving into the jungle, knowing where he's at. The vision's there. Yapzor now. Well, let's see if he can survive. Goes into the snowball, hits onto 2. They look over at the Lion. Kaka falls over to Nisha.
Yeah. They know they don't.
Especially now with the Crystal Maiden there, they need to back off. Yapzor is actually cutting off his path. Kaka needs to be careful. Go for the TP out. They've spotted a snowball, stopping the TP. Walrus Punch is there, and they'll get the kill on a Kaka. Well done by Secret to cut him off at the pass.
And he finishes Aghanim Scepter already.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to really turn this around. He's relocating into a bad spot. He's going to tether over onto the Abaddon. They'll use that ult from Zai, pull him back with the X as well as the boat coming through. Torrent landed, Emo in trouble. He's getting quite low, looking for the freezing field to get the kill on Emo. Ursa's in on this, but it's not looking good for Fly. They get the kill on a Puppy. It's ending up a 1-for-1. It's just a 1-for-1 for now, but Secret, they might get another one on Ali as he tries to run away from Zai, who ends up getting hit with the Earth Spike from Kaka, and, well, maybe IG turn this around, and they will with a finger. So Kaka getting that kill onto Zai. Secret getting in a little bit too deep, and they've got the shackle to follow it up. Matumba Man, he's out a little bit too far, and now here comes Fly, but they go the other direction. Stun out from Kaka, landing on a 2. Yapzor has got Matu to follow. IG, that fight did not look like it was theirs to take. And all of a sudden, well, they come out ahead. Yeah, they really haven't had anybody really take over the map too much in terms of, like, you've got nowhere else to farm if you're the other cores. Sometimes you see that, especially with, like, an Alchemist, where he'll take over the entirety of the map, farm, he'll be at the top, but the rest of the team really doesn't get much out of the map at all, where IG right now, they're splitting it up pretty well. They land the shackle, they're going to follow it up with the stun as well as the finger. They've got the Hex onto Nisha. He's in trouble. Snowball save, and is it going to be enough to keep this Kunkka alive? It's not looking likely. They'll get the kill on Nisha. They'll cover Yapzor, and Tusk is not long for this world. Doesn't have a snowball to save himself this time, and it's 2 Euros down to the side of Secret.
Yeah, and now this game is going to get really scary. 2 BKB timings up on JT, on IO.
They find Dolly. He'll try to stay alive, borrow time, taking up as much of Secret's time as he can. Nothing he can do there, but build some space.
Or like getting volleyed. Oh man,
it works.
Stop making myself laugh.
They've got the X as well as the boat coming in. They're going to try and get a kill here on Emo. He's all by himself for the moment, just trying to maybe use that Aegis and get this team of Secret as closed in on him as possible to turn this around with the help of reinforcements. They've done just that to get a kill on Zai. Yeah, they've used that Aegis, but there wasn't much time left on it anyway. And they're going to relocate right into a Torrent. They don't get anything out of this just yet. Tusk as well as Nisha are going to back off. Puppy, Earth Spike landed. They stop the TP. Well done by Kaka. They'll get themselves a second. Kaka on fire right now. JT with the double kill. He's got a killing spree. Oh, I was pumping you up, dude. All right.
And then it just happens.
Yeah. Blink forward, there's the Earth Spike coming through. That's going to actually stun up 2 of these heroes. Nisha gets stunned on the back of this. They'll use the snowball to save this Alchemist with the BKB pop by Emo. They're going to go after this Ursa. Walrus Punch, as he's enraged, they'll get the kill on a Yapzor, trying to get a stun out, maybe turn this around. They've used the buyback on Tusk. They jump in, relocate though. That'll send them away. They've got the X onto JT. They'll get the kill with the freezing field. Puppy, he gets credit for that one.
And they're moving into the Roche Pit? Really? It's so risky.
This is a risky play that I think they feel that they need. Power Shot already spots it, so the question is, do they want to stick with this? They're relocating.
Are you relocating?
Shards aren't going to block this. So he's tethered over onto the earth, so they're going to look over at Matumba Man. They're going to go forward with this one. Kaka throws the stun out onto the Crystal Maiden. They've done a lot of damage onto Ali, silence up. He used that Essence Ring. Snowball onto the high ground, chasing over after Kaka. They've got the stun to get the kill. They'll take out one. The freezing field on the other side of the fight is Fly focuses his attention on the Yapso. He uses that Walrus Punch to put him up in the air, but it's not going to be enough to save himself. So a 1-for-1 so far. Zai right into the hands of
also no buyback
back in the previous engagement. So now 75 seconds without this Venomancer. They'll look over at Puppey, who will root up this Ursa for a moment, but it's not looking likely that Puppey survives. He'll fall to Emo, and that's 3 dead on Secret. Tough if they want to initiate on this.
It feels like as though Secret, all they can do is just watch them take the tower. IO occasionally coming in.
I think they might be waiting for the Aegis timing.
Yeah, which is now.
And right now, they're going to make the jump on the timing, but they don't go after the IO, they go after the Ursa. They've got the silence.
BKB
now
popped an Alex.
Boat Torrent, that's coming through on Emo, who popped the BKB. Ali coming in with the borrow time being popped. He's up into the air with the Walrus Punch being used by Yapsor, and they've used that ult, but Zai just taking so much damage. He ends up dead, dominating here for Fly. They'll go after Nisha as well as Yapsor. They're going to try and cut off this Kunkka in the pass. Good shards to block him out for a second, but the back comes through, and Nisha's in trouble. Freezing field, right into the IO, but he's nowhere near dead. He's gonna eat that cheese, he'll stay alive. Puppey gone, and Nisha soon to follow. They're right on top of these heroes in a split up fight. The Alchemist has to TP back to the base. Puppey, he buys back, and well, this is an Ursa in pretty far. They still get the kill on the Yapso. They look over at Puppey, who just bought back. He's hexed up by Kaka. They're still looking over at Nisha, who got back to the base. The damage onto JT. They get the kill to the Windrunner, and they'll take him out. It's just 1 dead on IG, though. They'll look over at Emo, who's still postured quite forward and will tether away from the base. IG still making Secret suffer with no answers. And my percentages are still not hitting. So they got 7% chance. Lucky number 7. Anything can happen. They're going to find themselves Ollie, but there's the Shackle landing on the top of him. BKB being popped here by the Windrunner. They've got the Snowball, but it's not going to be enough to save this Alchemist, who's on the run. The shards are, though, so he walks away. They'll use that ult, but they've got the finger. They get the kill on his eye. They look over at Yapsor, who's hit by those shackles, connected to the tree, and connected with Zai in death.
Now, I just look to close on this game.
Looking for the Veno. Ooh, they're looking for the Veno, but they might even find more. They've got the Abyssal Blade. They get the kill on Zai. He's going to be dead for 50 seconds. The damage is just so much. They're dealing with an illusion. Kaka blinks forward. He's got the Hex. They're going to look over as the finger hits on a Matumba Man. He's trying to run away with the BKB. Can he get up the stairs? Can he get away? It's not looking likely, as going all the way in is JT, who's gotten too far. Stunned up. Matumba Man still surviving. The Torrent will land. They get the kill into the Windrunner. They're in a little bit too deep there on the Windrunner, who ends up dead for 83 seconds with buyback, but the Ursa, who's been disarmed again. He can't right-click, and he can't do any damage, so they'll get the Alk away. IG stepping forward pretty far.
Look at the health regen.
They'll pull back Fly, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the Abyssal Blade. And look at the damage coming in from Emo. He's attacking the tethered target, and they've got that kill on the Yapsor. They'll get themselves the tusk. Down goes Nisha, and it's just so much damage so quickly. He'll stun himself in the base. Are they going to dive? They were thinking about it. They turned him for a second, but they're going to get hit by the X as well as the Torrent. They'll look at turning this around as he gets caught by Zai, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill on a Matumba Man. They'll take him out, and he'll buy back. Nisha now looking to chase as Emo and Fly try to leave the base. They've charged up the stun. They'll stun up Emo, and he might just lose the Aegis, but this is only the first life that's taken out of the IO's hands. Hex coming out from Kaka. That's right on top of Matumba Man, who just bought back. He might drop. He's down real low into the base, and the right click's coming through to Nisha. He's bashed up, killed off, and gone. Kaka, as well as the Windrunner of JT, they're just not buying back because they're not needed at the moment. Emo, though, he's got the tether. He'll eat the cheese. He's back up to healthy, and now looking over at Zai with the right clicks coming in. He's godlike. Emo not getting stopped in this game, and IG are looking like they're on their way to taking game 1. But here comes the Snowball coming out from Yapsor with the Walrus Punch. It's still just not enough damage. You can't kill this ball of energy. They've thrown the stun over at a Fly, but they have nothing to follow it up, so they can just stand here ready to trade. They've got Abyssal Blade ready in just a second, so let's see who they go after. It's looking like they want Yapsor, who's going over to the top side of the base, but the Spirit's coming through. The Snowball will be over at Emo. You've basically signed, sealed, and delivered your death. The damage on the Alchemist! On Emo. Yapsor goes down, Matumba Man gone, and game 1 goes the way of IG. Secret drop game 1, and IG obliterate them.
Like, absolutely no chance. I think it's time to never ever give a core IO away again.
Anything to reliably back up on?
I would say it depends on the lane. This lane, not really. Like Phoenix spell has like 40 seconds cooldown.
Oh,
Weaver just dropping
going
here.
Down here, JT getting first blood on Matumba Man. They're going to try and trade on the Kaka. Kaka, though, he pops his stick. They get the stun out on a puppy. He gets the aphotic shield off. This should explode and blow up Kaka. But, you know, you've got the follow-up from Kaka there, the combination with the arena as well as the supernova. So there's a lot here in terms of a team fight and control for IG. Kaka, I think he just drops if he's not careful.
He's got a big stick. He has nothing to worry about.
Watu thought about going for it, and there's the stick being used, but immediately miscoil thrown his way. The lose puppy. They've got the hex onto Matumba Man with the Aether Remnant locking him up even longer. Kaka now chased and killed off by the Weaver. He at least gets something out of this.
A lot of people tried to play it in this tournament. It just never really felt as impactful.
Right. Aether Remnant lands. They've got the Earth Spike to follow it up. Icarus Dive coming through with the Hex. They have the control. They'll get the kill on Anisha. Take out the Monkey King. And the rotations again this game from IG.
Yeah, and this kill is going to give Void Spirit a chance to catch up on net worth. Monkey King really wants to dominate this lane. Just being 500 gold ahead is really not what you're looking for when you're the Monkey King. Zai.
They've got double damage on Emo, and they're looking for an Aether Remnant. Oh, it's onto the Monkey King.
If Nisha comes again,
once again, he just got back alive. Boundless Strike is out. He procs the Jingu, but the double damage is not going to be enough here for Emo. They get the kill onto the Void Spirit, and they might even turn this on a Fly. They had the control for a moment, but it didn't last long enough, and now they're trying to turn this around onto the Phantom Lancer. He is in so much trouble. One shot from dead, and Nisha comes away on top. That is a big mistake from IG.
Fly again. If he drops another time,
really
going so bad for them. You can't juke.
It's gonna proc. He can't go anywhere. He's hexed. He's gone.
It's real.
Oh yeah, and the weight now is heavily pressed on the back of JT. He's having the best game so far for them, and he needs to continue to do so. They've got the stun. They'll have the Aether Remnant. They lock up Puppy, but there's the Primal Roar. The Hex comes out of the Beastmaster with the Aether Shock being used here onto Emo. They've got the Shackle. They'll have the control. They'll get the kill onto the Void Spirit. This is IG just playing their hand a little bit too early. He's doing it just to trick you, and they're going to smoke up here on IG. JT has the Yules to try and set something up. They haven't broken the smoke just yet, but they need to catch up to these heroes. They'll need some sort of Astral Step jump to probably initiate here. They'll use the Yules onto the Abaddon, which I think already Secret are okay with. They'll use the Spear to lock him up. The borrow time gets popped. Yapsor coming over with the Hex. And now he's got this Phantom Lancer in a bad spot. They'll go to the Doppelganger. The arena's down with the Supernova. Can they turn this around on the side of IG? They're starting to retreat a little bit. That Supernova hits. They've got the Sunray right on top of the Abaddon. Yapsor ends up dead. They've got the Shadow Shaman gone first. They'll use the Primal Roar to take out JT, and they'll lose Ollie. Two heroes down on the side of IG as they land the two-man Earth Spike on a Matumba Man as well as Zai. And they'll start their retreat even further, but it's not looking like Kaka's going to get away. The Primal Spring is there, the damage comes out, and Matumba Man has a kill onto Kaka.
One piece of it, but once that's online, PL is going to be quite scared of this monkey.
Grit, they've got the vision that they need. Wukong starting this off. Balance Strike going after the Void Spirit. They should be able to get the kill here on Emo, and they'll start it off now with an arena coming out from JT, who's already proc. The Wukong's is down, and IG used that arena just to leave. And well, this is a tier 2 that's most likely going to fall. Yapsor looking for his opportunity with that Aether Lens to maybe find a Hex into a Shackle from a distance. They're trying to just take the right fight, and that's maybe going to come off the timing of this Aegis expiring. There's still 80 seconds remaining on it, so we'll see what they can do. They'll pressure the tier 1 tower mid. This is money in the bank for IG if they can grab it. Matumba Man coming over for a second with the Shikuchi. Doppelganger used by Fly just setting up in case Secret move in. Got a sentry down, and look at the damage on the Fly. They've got the Yules up into the air. Is this Weaver? They've got the Aether Remnant, but the Balance Strike comes through and hits onto the bars as well as the Void Spirit. They'll use the finger again. They get the gun on Matumba Man. Yes, they can. They take it out of the Weaver, but they look over now at Emo, who gets away with Astral Snap. Shackle was out on Ollie. Ollie trying to get away, but he's got the Supernova available, and he'll use it. So the turnaround comes out from IG. They're going to look over the Abaddon. He's got the Aphotic Shield on him. Puppy will try to TP out. The Air Spike lands on the Beastmaster. Astral Step that hits on the Monkey King as well as the Beastmaster. They should be able to get a kill on his side, and they will finish off. They look over now at Nisha, who's locked up and killed off. That's only the first life, though, as they'll focus their attention onto Yapsor, who doesn't have any mana to really save him. So they've got the Aether Remnant. They have the lockdown. They'll get the second kill. 4 heroes down to the side of Secret, and that is IG coming out on top, and they'll cut that lead from 5K to 2.
It would have been, I think, a very rough team fight for Secret if IG was to fight over there. He has no BKB on Monkey King, and Phantom Lens, of course, his finish is hard, but you get away with it, putting them into a pretty comfortable position here.
Secret can really take advantage of having this Aegis. They did a good job of sneaking that out of the hands of IG. Really well done to get into the pit. Seeing it all, and ooh, thinking about going into the Wukong's command. He feints it twice. Let's strike. That's only going to land on the GT. That looks for attention onto the bar, so it throws down the arena. The look over as the Supernova goes over to the side. The finger's going to be thrown out onto the Monkey King. Isha trying to fight the JT with the BKB. Supernova never gets off. They get the kill on Ollie. They'll take a JT 2 years down to the side of IG on the backline. So it's the Phantom Lancer who's trying to get the Shadow Shaman. He'll get low. Fly gets the kill on the Aster, and now he'll look over at the rest of the team. But can he do enough? Emo's here to help him. The 8th already only locks up a 4, as they'll get the kill onto Nisha. They'll take the first life out of the Monkey King. They got the side of 3 for the axe, get up by Emo. They'll use that time lapse. Matuma Man, after he's confident enough to fight. They hit the battle strike on the Emo, but continuing to take those 5 kills. The doppelganger here. The illusion going after side. Secret got the throw in it. Lock aside. They'll eat the cheese. Still surviving. Wukong's used, and out of the circle they'll go. But are they going to continue the pace on the side of Secret? They've got the heels on of Matuma Man, and again the doppelganger looking at the faces of Secret. Now the right damage coming to Nisha. He survived so many times, but he won't survive this time. It looks like he's still fighting Fly. They've got 3 heroes going after the Phantom Lancer, who's doppelganger once again.
They're
it's
bad
all
as
for the focus on the Phantom Lancer. They've given up going after Emo, but Kaka comes back. The fight they win, here's what they're going to do, and they've got Emo back into the fray. Ignorant and lands, they get the kill on Nisha. They look over at Fly, who's still low on health. But Matuma Man, he's been hexed up by Kaka. They'll get the go to Weaver, and they look over at Beastmaster as well. Puppy got the borrowed time. Top 10 trying to sneak out. They can kill on the side. They look over at Puppy, who's being taken out of the TV, stunned up again, killed up and gone, and IG somehow, some way, they come out ahead.
This Phantom Lancer is ridiculous. I don't know how much health he had throughout this entire fight, but it feels like a good 10,000, maybe even more. He just kept standing there, tanking, until all the IG heroes respawned ultimately and got back into the fight. This is exactly what we spoke about when we say hard timing on Phantom Lancer. Perfect example once again, why it's so strong, and now they're knocking on high ground.
It just wasn't enough.
I can't believe IG is about to 2-0 Secret.
Oh, Psychic Headband, that's going to be big there for Kaka. Having that extra cast range is just going to make Secret's lives a living hell. I mean, you saw in that last fight, once Kaka walked his way back into the fight, he had the Earth Spikes, he had the Hexes that were there necessary for IG to win the fight.
It's also the Mind Blast. It's really good against the Monkey King. Usually you stand on the edge of your ult. If you get Mind Blasted right away, you're gone.
You're going to go after the Monkey King. Sunray run on top, got similarly towards the finger. The Earth Spike lands on Isha. They'll take him out. The bar time's going to be caught by Puppy. They're going to Icarus dive in. I don't think they need to use that Supernova just yet. They've got the heels up into the air. Puppy trying to run, but he is locked down. Field off and gone. They've got the Serpent Wards around the JT. The Supernova is going to be on high ground. JT will survive. BKB pop. They'll go after Zai. Trying to shoot away, but backed up, and now he's got nowhere else to run, nowhere else to hide. They're going to get the kill to Zai. There's nowhere else for him to go. He's going to die again. Tier 3 is going to drop here, and IG looking to make a statement. They're going to jump in with the Aster 7. They've got the silence out of the Abaddon as well as the Shadow Shaman. They get the kill on the Aster. He's going to be forced to buy back immediately with the borrowed time. Be popped by Puppy. Oh boy, Matuma Man. He's on 5 seconds without this Weaver, and it's looking like the hopes are starting to go away. They've got the heels up into the air onto the Monkey King, who threw down the Wukong's command. They've got the aim, and so even though he's got the circle out, he's being controlled, and he is in some trouble. Ether shot thrown from the App Sword. It's not going to be enough to really deter the side of IG. They've got the silence coming in from Emo once again. Look over. App Sword, jump back, speed chase by Fly. Now strike comes in, and that's going to give the Void Spirit. They should be able to get the kill. Shadow Shaman, they do. Emo goes into the symbol, trying to dive into IG will 2-0 upset Secret, and they will move on to tomorrow with a stellar performance as they take this series easily.
Can't believe they 2-0 Secret. Absolute massacre, both games. This game looked so good for Secret, and suddenly just all fell apart.